Instead of creating the model using the 3D primitives, I can select File, Import, and import a BIM model. So the BIM model is created by a third party, and you hit Open to import this model into your 3D space. You can scale it to fit on the grid, or select that you don't want to have any scaling applied. For now I keep this. You may want to import the BIM properties into a text file, and then later use it in Workbench to import it in the asset catalog, or you directly import it into the asset catalog and you specify your database configuration, or you decide to not import these properties in the asset catalog because maybe you have other asset naming used in your asset structure. Now imagine the BIM creator, the model creator, added some walls or changed some objects within the model. Then you can later re-import the model, and it maintains your dynamic connections made to other objects within the model itself. For now we just hit OK, and the model imports. And if you're familiar with the naming convention that the creator used, you can directly find that object in your structure and maybe apply some dynamic. So say, for instance, let's add a height action, specify a data source. You can create your own data source. And when this value of this tag is not 0, it will hide the roof in this case. I can borrow this tag and maybe add another dynamic so that we can manually interact with the model. So add a toggle action, a pick action, and maybe toggle between 0 and 1, and use the same data source. We can copy the dynamics and then reuse the same dynamics in other objects within your model, like this wall in level number 2, right mouse click and say paste dynamics, and similarly level number 1, right mouse click and paste dynamics. But maybe for this wall we don't want to have it hide when it's unlike or not a 0, we want to hide it when it's equal to 0. During runtime it looks like this. The user can click the roof and parts will disappear. The user can click some other wall and then you can look into other parts of it. Looking at the asset catalog, you notice that all the same naming has been reused in the asset catalog, and you can drill down into the properties and then notice that these properties have been assigned some value, but you can reassign it to maybe a dynamic tag and just point it to any of your data sources available in your application.